Blessings, peace, love. Before we get started today, of course, as always, I want to let you know I love you. I appreciate you. I see your strength, your beauty, your bravery, your courage, your intelligence, your integrity, your innovation. I love you. The world loves you. The world is ready to embrace you. The world needs you at your truest so that it can be a better place. Today, I wanted to talk about the beauty of simplicity. So often in life we get attached to things, whether that be people, materials, a lifestyle, a persona, ideas of who we are, whatever the case may be. We tend to cling and overly attach to these things. Even worse, we allow material possessions, other people's ideas and influences define who we are. We allow our environment. We allow past ideas of who we are to define us. And that's just not the case. It can't be. In order to ascertain the things that you want in this life, in order to move to the space you want to inhabit, to be the person you want to be the person you know you truly are, the universe first has to clear space. It has to clear away all of these things that relate to our old selves, whether that be ideas or material things, whatever the case may be, our environments. The universe has to clear it away. It could be people in relationships. The universe has to clear it away. But the universe can't efficiently do this if you have an unhealthy attachment rather to these things, to people, to places. A lot of the times, because we allow other things to define us, we feel as though we're losing a part of ourselves, when in actuality we're being put in closer proximity and closer relationships with our true self. This is your journey to walk alone. As such, the only thing you really need in this life is yourself. We live in an abundant universe. A universe too abundant to get attached to ideas of lower self, ideas of old self, ideas of things that don't nourish us, that don't benefit us. It's okay to let go of people. It may feel like you won't find somebody as good as that person, or you feel like you aren't good enough to have that person to begin with to then find someone else, but it's not true. See, this is an idea of lower self, an idea of old self. In actuality, if you focus on loving yourself and having that love for yourself, you realize that you didn't need that relationship to begin with. You could have gone without that person, without that negativity, the entire time. And this extends to material things as well. You know, we are beings of nature, beings of the universe. This is our natural habitat, nature, greenery, trees. Because of this, you could sustain yourself on so very little. You know, all my vegans, if you're vegan, I'm sure you understand that. Fruitarian, I'm definitely sure you understand that. They really, all you need is just fruit, water, seeds. You're good. And that's so I know. The idea is mind blowing that we have to pay for things that are free within the universe, fruit, water, etc., etc. But it's all a means of control. And even further, you have to take the responsibility of not putting yourself in a location where you have free access to clean spring water, to fresh fruit. You know. I don't like to put things on the system because in actuality, every day we wake up, we have a choice. We choose to live in a system where it's comfortable to trade money for fruit, to just go to the grocery store versus, truly getting back in tune with nature, with where you're supposed to be, where the fruit is abundant, the water is fresh, and you don't have to worry about basic needs. But I mean, that's the just here, the meat, and what I'm trying to express is that you shouldn't get attached and you shouldn't develop unhealthy attachments to people, your environment, whatever the case may be. Because if you're seeking to progress, the universe first has to clear that space. And if your attachment to something isn't healthy, you won't want to let it go. This is the definition of standing in your own way. Your unwillingness to detach from this idea of who you are, this old self, this lower self, if you will, to progress to who you truly are, who you want to be. You're the buffer, you're the barrier. And until you clear away space, clear away these things that you're attached to, these ideas, these people, these material things, then you'll never, ever, I wouldn't say never, but it'll just be very hard because you'll be standing in your way. You'll be the gatekeeper. You'll constantly wonder, well, why am I not where I want to be? Why am I not who I know I am? I don't know. Why aren't you? Why won't you let yourself become that? Why are you attached to these things you're allowing to define you? Why are you being defined by materials, by the clothes you wear, by the way you style your hair, by the people you surround yourself with, by the house you live in? Why are these things the definition of who you are? Why is this your value? We are limitless, infinite beings in this space, in this realm of earth. How can you place a value on that? How can you say that the value of my infinite being, my infinite value is worth a house? How can you say that the value of your infiniteness is having a spouse that other people desire but who doesn't love me or doesn't treat me the way I should be treated? If we are everything, you first have to accept that we are nothing. And as nothing, it's our ticket to say that we don't need any of this. You don't need a house, not like this. You don't need some huge, gigantic space to inhabit. You don't need a bunch of meat and processed bullshit to pound your body to death with. You don't need any of it. And the closer you follow divine purpose, the closer you get to attempting to live the life that truly fulfills you, truly makes you happy, truly nourishes you, the more you'll see that all of this is unnecessary. I just need this thing, and this thing is providing me with everything I need. It helps me get the food I need. It provides me shelter. It provides me all of these things necessary. But to get there, you first have to let go. I know it sounds hard. I know you've probably developed an attachment to this comfort, to this zone that you've been living in, but you gotta let go. Hopefully you were able to get something from this message. Thanks for tuning in. More to come. Peace.